Love you. Tap in, tap in. Tap in, family. Tap in. We're gonna let people join. But we're gonna be talking about depression, you feel me? And that's something that we all go through, you feel me? Even it's not something that I don't go through to this day, you feel me? But there's some advice that I wish I learned that would just been so beneficial. So, depression is, if you don't go through depression, you're not human. You are lying. You're lying to yourself if you don't go through depression. We all go through depression. Every single human in this world goes through depression. You know, it's not about what we go through, it's how we react. You know, and that was something that I had to realize over time. So to talk about depression, I want to give you guys a personal experience. You feel me? So I could relate. You know, so you guys could relate to me, and it'll be, we could get deep. You feel me? We get deep. You know, so my first real depression when I was like 16, 17, and I was really at a low point in my life. You feel me? Like, I didn't know what to do. This before music. Like, I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't know what direction I wanted to do with just me. I didn't know me. You feel me? I felt so lost. I felt so like every time I was hanging around with people, I was being like a chameleon. You feel me? Where it's like, I didn't feel like I was fitting in, you know? Like, even though that wasn't it was an internal feeling that I had to realize. So the big change that went for me when I was going through depression was I let myself hit rock bottom, right? I let myself fully break down, all out rock bottom. Like I didn't talk to nobody. I wasn't hanging out with nobody. I didn't want to fuck with nobody. Like, I just felt this deep negativity inside me that just wanted me to separate from everybody. And what really changed me was that point after that rock bottom. Because when I hit rock bottom, I was forced to face myself because nobody else was there but me. Nobody else could help me. People was giving me advice and all this other shit. This shit was not fucking hitting. It was not changing anything in me. So I was forced to face myself because there was nowhere else I could run. And when I hit that point of self-reflection, when I hit that point of nobody else but me there in that room breaking down full on, you feel me? I had a realization that what I was looking for was right there in front of me. And the reason why I couldn't attain it is because I wasn't putting the time and energy to attain that. I was too busy looking for external stuff to satisfy my internal wrong, my internal chaos. I was too busy looking for weed and friends and going out to distract it. And maybe if I go do this, it'll help me. It'll inspire me to feel better. Or maybe if I be around this person can give me advice. And I had to realize, like, fuck, it's me, Now reflecting on what happened back then and the process of what I did to reverse my depression that first time, I realized I was rewiring my brain and I didn't know it. Now, when you go through depression, this means your soul, your spirit needs deep rest. Something in you, in your life, is not satisfying your spirit. You keep, and this is why you keep getting depressed. This is why you feel so confused because you're like, yo, why am I depressed? Yada, 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 yada. It's because there's something deep in your spirit that is not sitting right. You're not taking the time, This is why when you're in depression, you don't want to be near nobody. You feel me? You want to be alone. That's your spirit talking to you. That's your spirit talking to you, telling you, your intuition, that you don't need nobody right now. You feel me? Nobody's going to understand you. That's your spirit forcing you, because there's only so much resistance you can put towards your spirit before that rubber band pop. And this is what happens. This is why, we spend too much chasing temporary feelings and we don't go to the source, that it just grows and expands until one day you fucking break. But that breaking point is what's going to change you. So when you go through depression and you don't want to be near nobody, you got to listen to your soul. Your soul is telling you, listen to me. These people aren't going to help you. Fuck everybody else. Don't go nowhere. Be alone. But you're missing it because when you're alone, you're still trying to find external shit to do alone. No, you need to sit there with yourself. Okay? I realized that the reason I was going through depression because I was searching for stuff that wasn't me. I was searching for me in external stuff. I was searching for somebody else to find a piece of me. I was searching for YouTube videos to find a piece of me. And I had to realize, like, nobody can give me what I need and what I deserve better than me. So what really changed is when I isolated with myself. And I did stuff that I never did before. Because you got to realize, how do you expect to change when you keep doing the same stuff you're comfortable with? Comfortability is based on safety. So if you're doing stuff you're comfortable with, of course nothing's going to change. Because comfortability, you don't want change. You want safety. Right? So I started to do things that in that time was taboo. I sat there with myself. I started writing down my feelings and my emotions and what was going through my head. I started meditating, you feel me? I started to do stuff that I've never did before because I realized, how the fuck do I expect to change doing the same shit? I gotta search for the unknown. You know, I gotta look deep. I gotta look where I never looked before. Because looking where you look every day that's causing that depression, you're not gonna find the answer. You gotta look where you never been before, and that's the unknown. Okay? And the unknown is that darkness within you. A lot of people, you can't find, a lot of people don't realize this, is that you can't find light searching light. You got to find light in the darkness. What does that mean? Is you got to find the light deep within. Because when everything was created, it was all created from darkness. And then light. And then light came from darkness. You feel me? No, you know what's faster than the speed of light? Darkness. What is darkness? That's just the essence of everything that's unknown, that you can't see, you know? That's deep within you. We run away from stuff we don't understand. The reason is because we don't have the knowledge of self. Why don't we have the knowledge of self? Because we're spending too much fucking time looking at everybody else's lives trying to figure ourselves out. You know, trying to chase this image that is not us. This is why we are feeling like that. This is why our soul is depressed. So what really changed it with me is I made myself a priority. I made myself a priority. A lot of people don't do that. I made my mental health a priority. I made sure every day I fucking meditated. I made sure every day I was writing my thoughts. I made sure that I was hanging out with myself more than everybody else because I realized myself needed that. I spent too much time everywhere else. I abandoned my soul. I abandoned my spirit. This is why you go through that depression, because you're unbalanced within self. So once I started sit with myself and I started to write my thoughts, this was the scientific stuff that I didn't know what I was doing. When I was meditating and when I was calming my conscious mind and when I was letting my thoughts just flow and not attaching to them and looking deep within, I was separating myself from conscious and I was connecting to my subconscious. And my subconscious is that comfortability of safety net that's holding you back, because your subconscious runs on habit. Your subconscious runs on protecting you and logic things. You know, when you're driving, I explained this last time. When you're driving, you feel me, and you could think about other stuff, and sometimes you don't even think, damn, I'm not driving. I didn't even realize I was driving right now. That's your subconscious. That's your subconscious right now. Doing your... the reason why we could walk and we don't think about it, the reason why we could breathe and you don't think about it, that's your subconscious. So I realized when I was sitting with myself and I wasn't being stimulated by external dopamine stuff, I was accessing my subconscious. I was going from alpha waves to theta waves. And when you're in theta, there's alpha, theta, and delta. Delta is when you're asleep. Alpha is like where I'm at right now. Theta, the in-between, is when your conscious is not there, and that's when you're able to access your subconscious. When I was sitting there with myself and I was writing down my knowledge, when I was writing down my thoughts, I was separating from distractions. I was separating from anxiety. You feel me? Because your conscious mind is smart. Don't get it wrong, but your conscious mind is supposed to think. Your conscious mind is supposed to think of new creative ideas and new things that, that's what conscious mind is doing. But the thing is that we don't realize that we have two minds in us, our conscious and our subconscious, and we spend too much time focused on our conscious, thinking our conscious is running our life. We don't realize our sub is the driver. You feel me? So what I was doing that I didn't realize I was doing till later on was I was rewiring my brain. I was making, I was putting programs in my sub that was beneficial to me. Because you got to think about it. Your subconscious runs on 0 to 7 years, the first 0 to 7 years of your life. So the first 0 to 7 years in your life, you're just consuming. This is you programming everything. It's like the hard drive of a computer. This is how you're going to walk, how you're going to talk, how should I do this, how should I do that. You're just soaking in everything to program how you move for the rest of your life. You use 95% of your subconscious and 5% of your conscious, 95 of your subconscious, Now, a lot of people, and this was something I had to do, I had to rewire because I was running on old habits that I picked up when I don't even remember. Old habits, old perspective filters that my family, my mom or my dad or anybody else, around me or any of my, that was going through stressful situations and didn't know how to consciously progress in those ways and was just externally letting out because we're human. And when you don't know, this is what happens, we're human. You pick up on that. You pick up on that stress. You pick up on that fear. You pick up on the anxiety. And now your habit, when something goes on, you go straight there. And sometimes you don't know why, but it's your subconscious that's sabotaging you. You feel me? So it's all about rewiring your brain and connecting with your sub, which is really your spirit. Okay? Your conscious is a little bit is your ego, you feel me? But it's a balance of both. It's a balance of both that needs to be beneficial. So at the end of the day, what really changed me with depression was realizing the power within. Realizing that, once I started to tap in with myself, started to sit there with myself, started to connect with my subconscious, and I started to feel who I really was, you feel me? The art I was creating and direction of life, I realized that, damn, the reason why I look at life so shitty is because of me. Nobody else is making my perspective of life shitty. It's my own perspective on life that is making it shitty. And that's when I realized, oh, fuck, I'm in control. I'm the reason why I'm in depression right now. It's nobody else's reason. It's not that nigga reason. It's not that person reason. It's not that. Maybe they put up the environment, but it's your beliefs. It's your perspective that made you depressed. Ain't nobody else was doing that. And that's what I had to realize, because I kept on blaming everybody fucking else. I kept on blaming this person. Blaming this person. Blaming the fucking system. Blame God, nigga. Like I was blaming everybody, like, damn, everybody all against me. I realized I was against my fucking self. I realized I was against myself. I was sabotaging myself. And once I realized that shit, it made me click like, damn, I need to prioritize myself. I need to put myself first. I need to make sure my mental health and sitting there, my mind is getting the treatment that it needs. Because my body, my mind protect me every day. I do harm to I do harm to my body, and my body don't give a fuck. It will still try to heal me every day. And that deserves your utmost respect, time, and energy, right? Because your body, you do all these drugs to your body, you poison your body, and your body still try to heal you, still protect you. And you going to ignore yourself? You going to ignore the same essence on why you're even living right now? Come on. If you, it's every Thursday. So Every Thursday, I'm going to get into it, and I'm going to talk about it. The next topic I'm going to talk about is fear. But I really wanted to talk about depression because that's still something that I go through today. You feel me? Not today, but, everybody goes through the cycles. But you got to understand what depression is for. Depression is there to help you grow. Depression is there to send you to the next level. Depression is there to make you uncomfortable so you do stuff you never did before. Because your soul, your spirit knows you're not in the right place and you need to do something fucking different. And if you don't do something different, this is the effect. You're going to be fucking depressed. You're going to be stressed. You're going to live in fucking fear. And you're going to hate yourself. And that's because you're not evolving. You're not growing. Look at nature. Look at how everything grows. Everything grows. You're supposed to grow. When you stop growing, something going wrong in your body. Your soul, your spirit sees it. You feel me? That's not right. You're not living right. This is why you feel like that. Because you're not living how you're supposed to. But at the end of the day, with depression, I realize it every time I come from depression, I always come better than I was before when I got into it. Depression forces yourself to dig within deep, or you're going to live in fucking hell. You have two decisions when it comes to depression. Keep ignoring it and let it get deeper, or face that fucking shit. Face that shit. And I'm telling you, face that shit. Because why the fuck you scared of yourself? Yourself should be the first person you run to. You scared of yourself because you know the truth. You know what you got to do for yourself. You know you got to sit there and meditate and work on yourself. You know you got to work on your mental health. Stop ignoring it. It's not going to get better. If you want real change, you got to do what makes you uncomfortable. You got to search in the unknown. But if you don't want no real change, don't get mad that you depressed. Don't get mad at the world. Don't get mad at anybody else. Get mad at your fucking self. And the thing is, it's always going to come back because that's the cycle of life. But it's to test you. It's to evolve you. Honestly, I'm blessed that depression be coming into my life because I just went through a crazy depression cycle and it just enlightened me more than ever before because it forced me to search in the unknown. You're not going to search. You're not going to want to go in a dark room. You're not going to want to if you don't have to. If you don't have to, why the fuck you going to do it? Well, your soul, your spirit going to make sure that you have to. You feel me? So yeah, man. I like to make these shit shorts because I know people don't want to spend it and take too much time. But depression, man, it's really self. It's really all comes to self and your mind. Rewire your mind. You actually have more control than you think. Your belief system makes up your biological structure. Your belief system makes up how your body works. Nobody else. It's your environment and your perspective on that environment that affects your behavior. And this is science. If y'all want me to break this down, this is science. Your environmental signals move your proteins, and your proteins activate your behavior. So it's science that your biology is called epigenetics. Search into it. Epigenetics. Your beliefs control your behaviors, your perspective. Nobody else. It's not genetic why you depressed. It's how your belief system, how your signals is picking up your beliefs and going into your cells that's controlling your behaviors. That's what it is. You feel me? And the thing is, this is why I'm gonna bring it. I always bring this into a big circle. This is why they want you to be overstimulated externally, because the more you're overstimulated externally, the more you're running away from yourself. And the more harder it's going to be for you to find yourself, because you're going to be so unbalanced. It's like if I was working out with one arm for fucking 20 years. And then I go try to pick something up with this arm. I'm going to be fucking... Nigga, I'm not going to be able to pick that shit up. You feel me? Like, I'm be weak as fuck. They want you weak as fuck in your spirit. Because if you weak as fuck in your spirit, you're not going to connect with your true self. And you're not going to grow to where you need to be. What's up, Mason? But, yeah, man, I'm going to repost this if you just joined. So, watch it. I made it short. I think I was only 20 minutes. But, Yeah, man. You have more power than you actually believe. And they want you to believe that you don't have that much power that you do so they can control you. But when you understand knowledge and you understand your biology structure and you understand self, you're God. You know, that's what separates you from being God or a slave. A slave is somebody that just lets life happen to them. A God is when you can control your life. But I appreciate everybody here watching on and giving me, taking the time out of your day to listen to the words that I speak. I appreciate y'all, you know, and always dig deep within. Nobody else has the answer but you. I'm going to make another video on God Can't Save You because I want to emphasize that. I got a whole thing that I definitely want to speak a lot on. But next Thursday is going to be fear. Fear is a big thing. It's all going to all connect, but fear is a fucking virus. Fear is a virus, but, you know, all goes with self. Love y'all. Y'all all got this. You all going to grow. You know, it's not what happens to you. It's how you react to it that builds your character.